It's Friday, February 21st.
Shot on. The car sends it around. Marner waiting. Connor McDavid scores! Connor McDavid for Canada!
Gold, Canada gold. Connor McDavid stepping up when his country needed him most to win the Four Nations face-off 3-2 in overtime. Golden moments. Canada's players soaking it all in after an incredible win over their closest rival, the United States. Exhale, everybody. What a relief. Canadians celebrating together from coast to coast to coast after one of the most stressful games.
Real Americans love you guys.
It's good to know with all the political tension and on-ice competition, there's still room for affection between neighbors. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to your Golden Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
How good was that?
It was
Who
so
stayed
good.
up? Did anyone able to stay up? I know it was tough for us, but that was a late game. I woke up to all of the family notes this morning. I don't know if Drew slept like an hour. All I could see was he was like, my heart's still pounding.
Oh, my God.
No, we're going to show you all the highlights this morning. But isn't that the news that we wanted to hear this morning?
Yes, it was the first thing I looked up this morning. I went to bed right before the first period ended, so I hadn't seen the U.S. score. I just went to bed when it was 1-0. And I texted Jay this morning. I'm like, how late did the boys stay up? Because he was like, this is a moment in history. They're never going to see this again. So Jack made it till 10, our 10-year-old, and then our 7-year-old was there right till the bitter end.
Oh, yeah. Good for him, because that was like, what, like around 11:30 Eastern time. Let's take you back a little bit, because remember 15 years ago it was Sidney Crosby who had his golden moment for Canada in Vancouver, and now Connor McDavid has his in Boston.
The car sends it around. Marner waiting. Connor McDavid scores! Connor McDavid for Canada!
The best part is we're going to watch this over and over again this morning. It's going to be so good. Canada winning the Four Nations face-off 3-2 in an instant classic of a game. Canada went up 1-0 early thanks to a goal from tournament MVP Nathan McKinnon, but the States, I mean, they tied it before the end of the first. Canadian fans starting to get a little stressed when the U.S. took a 2-1 lead near the midway point of the second. But then late in the second, Sam Bennett tying it on a fantastic play set up by Mitch Marner. Woo! There it is. The game stayed deadlocked at 2. Let's watch that again. Stayed deadlocked at 2 in the third. So it all came down to overtime. Jordan Binnington, by the way, was a brick wall, making 3 spectacular saves in OT as part of his 31 on the night. And then, of course, Connor McDavid ending it all thanks to another assist from Mitch Marner.
We want to do it again next February. That's what it comes down to. Obviously, this was great, exciting, but the focus is next February.
Okay, so Connor McDavid, all business, even after being named MVP of the final, looking ahead to next year's Winter Olympics in Italy. NHL players, they haven't gone to the Olympics since 2014. Okay, look at this. This is great. So an entire generation of stars like him, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, Mitch Marner, they've never had a chance to play for Canada on the biggest stage. By the way, the Olympic men's hockey final is 366 days from now, scheduled for Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. Not that we're counting.
This sucks. I thought this team deserved more. And we had chances there to finish it off. And this has been my favorite hockey memories, just playing for this team.
So this is the other side of the story, right? A disappointing night for Brady Tkachuk and his teammates. Tkachuk and Jake Sanderson scoring for the U.S. Well, Leafs captain Austin Matthews had 2 assists of his own. The American team also received a call from U.S. President Donald Trump before the game, where he reportedly wished them luck and made comments about, again, Canada becoming the 51st state. So enough about that. Canadian hockey fans also earning that win after enduring possibly the most stressful men's hockey game since 2010.
It was stressful, but if you're a Canadian boy, you're always going to believe in this team. They were always going to get it done. I had no doubt in my mind. If Sidney Crosby is wearing the C on his chest, the team's going to win.
He's the most Canadian-looking guy I've seen in a while. It would have been difficult to get a seat at any Canadian sports bar last night as fans watched this overtime win together. It also felt more than a normal midseason tournament after losing to the Americans in Montreal Saturday. We all know, I mean, this game felt personal because of all of the political tensions between Canada and the U.S. right now. Team Canada stood shoulder to shoulder as O Canada rang out after the game. Players on the ice, happy fans in the stands. Before the game, I mean, as you could imagine, there was some booing from the fans in Boston.
We stand on God.
So the announcer in the arena had asked for respect for both anthems. Chantal Kreviazuk sang O Canada last night. She also, did you notice she made a slight change to the words?
True patriot love that only us command with glory.
So her team confirming, yes, she changed the lyric from In All of Us command to That Only Us command. It was her way of protesting the 51st state comments from the U.S. president. For Chantal, singing O Canada was a family affair last night.
Oh, Canada.
That was her husband, Rain Maida, leading fans in a rendition of O Canada during an Our Lady Peace show after the game. The crowd in Edmonton had one eye on the stage, the other eye on the score, obviously, all night. In the middle of all the 51st state talks, some of our southern neighbors are showing their support for Canada.
We're for Canada, and we're not for all the animosity that our administration's trying to put between the two countries. And you guys are our closest friends and allies, and we couldn't do it without you.
This is nice to see. So people from the community of Port Angeles in Washington State were decked out in red and white as they welcomed the first ferry of the year from Victoria. Port Angeles is one of many U.S. border towns feeling the strain from these tariff threats. Border crossings from BC into Washington State are down 20 to 40% this month. A family of killer whales living off Vancouver Island have welcomed a new baby. The Center for Whale Research was able to spot all 26 members of J-Pod, this is near San Juan Island, early last week. And amongst them, a calf, little one, named J62. The healthy female calf has been seen bouncing around the water with her family.
Cute.
That's really sweet.